I remember one time when I was living on Rosemont, or whatever the block called, Rosemont, Rosemont, or was it Rosemount? One of them streets. I was living on the street, 8324 Rosemont, or 8234 Rosemont. One of them addresses. And I had I believed to be the phone number was 313-336-3436. I had called Social Security, and I was sitting in there, and I was just sitting around the house, and I just got to thinking, and I had called Social Security, and I had put in certain numbers. At the time, they was asking you for different numbers and different things, and only thing I remember, it was like, "You still there?" And then sirens and things started going off. I believe somebody had came from out the sky, and people had went elsewhere, and it was like they had nuked the planet or something had happened, or I know that I had put 0 on something. I don't remember, but I know they had I know that they had came from out the sky. I'm watching them as they um touching down, setting on ground level, on surface and everything. It hailed, it rained. Another thing I noticed about the area that I'm in, coming up, we had a lot of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms was likely and predictable, throughout the seasons. Sometimes you might get a thunderstorm in the wintertime. And for a while, I didn't notice, we haven't really had no thunderstorms. I noticed my last trip to what I sought to believe, LA, California, downtown LA, as I'm on a bus, I seen a lightning bolt or a lightning strike. As I had a glimpse of it out my left eye. I think I was sitting in the middle of the bus, in front of the bus. I remember that route too, that the bus driver had took, and I remember in the photographic sceneries. And another thing I remember, I'm gonna stop trying to push the issue about everything because I end up always getting hurt. I always end up losing my life over everybody else's evilness. I remember one time something had came out the sky with like a little message or something, and I opened it up. I'm thinking everything was okay. It happened a few times. It kind of put me in the mind of the thing that looked like the thing off of but I used to look like, so to speak, the thing off Dragon Ball Z, the little robotic thing. But it's like a losing battle. I might tell myself I win, I win, I win, but if I haven't been back in heaven and all this time, I gotta face the fact that I'm no longer what I once was. I gotta face reality. I have to. I don't remember any magical spells. I don't remember any prayers or anything to boost my confidence or encouragement or how to flush the evilness out my system. Um, I'm trying to figure out, when did I start having this? It had to been around the time. I really don't know. I really can't tell you. I think a lot of democracy started and hatred started being shown again towards me after September 19th, 2008. It's been quite a few things that took place before then. You know, I wasn't receiving the check, but it was checks being granted. People had called and told me, that, a lot of things was going on, and all I know is 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, from 2005 to 2000, whatever year this is now, they saying it's 2025. So for 20 plus years, I probably had a smooth ride or a good time or not being paranoid or, afraid or, I probably had fun a few times, man. I can't even give it 10 times, every day. It's not that I'm complaining. I'm just legitimately being honest, you know, from TC, Lil Tony and them to, you know, hanging with, Pac-Man, Suge, just hanging with the people in the community, from 2000, from the time I came back from 18451 Lauder and over there off of Marlow eating the Chef Fonte, you know, just since I came back, I walked around, I probably, walked into unfamiliar territory, you know, a lot has happened, a lot been going on since then, over 20 years of disbelievable things, has, transpired and held me back. And, I'm not happy. I'm not, I'm not even mad, like things make me mad and things make me, speak the way I speak, aggressively, because of, how others treated self and how others treat themselves. You know, I ain't gonna hold you up. I don't feel no love from nobody, and then I feel like I'm responsible or they holding me responsible from them not having, and if I had the world, they want to, blow it up in dust particles so they can have a piece of something, something to claim that belongs to me. And one thing I told these people earlier is that, through religious, you know, um, beliefs and things of that nature, I never forced religion upon nobody. From the time I had wrote, biblically things, the Bible, and the Quran and other testimonies and, holographics and, things of that nature. I never forced these things on nobody. Everything that I ever wrote, at times people wasn't even hip to what writing was. People didn't have the education that I had. So whenever I started doing something and writing something, people had forced it on themselves and wanted to do, that's what I was doing and how I was carrying myself, if I'm writing a book, I'm acting out, the pages in the book and playing multiple roles, people start doing that's what I was doing, copying me. And, once they got a hold of it and, I guess it consumed their energy and they just wanted to be like that. People start naming themselves as what they seen in the book. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about me being God or the thing about me being holy was every God I ever was, people always betrayed me, always came from my neck and always took over that position that I had. And a lot of people resemble, how I once carried myself and how I once looked. This it's not just an entertainment, it's not just people asked me back in the day, what do I want to do? I was like, can we, people was like, the Bible entertainment, what I'm saying? The Bible, what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I brought entertainment to the Bible. I think I remember something about the Passion of Christ. And, a lot of things I was doing, people always took from, you got these demigods and these other, creatures or whatever, I don't know if perhaps they doing things to help me, but it sure do feel like, for a long period of time, everything's been hurting me, everything I did. I wasn't told that I had to be quiet, I had to hush, I couldn't speak upon what I have done. Did nobody never tell me that these things are secret or have solidariness to it. And I always told people that, people couldn't use my identity. People couldn't, you know, get my fingerprints. People couldn't, have my blood or, things that was on me. For one, if I tell you that, I'm not trying to hurt you or not trying to be above you, not trying to stand out. It's just that in the long run, it hurt me for a longevity period of time, but in the long run, it ended up hurting everybody that did what they did, and the system ended up getting wiped out completely because of malfunctioning and people overriding. Like, for everything that everybody doing and how they escape, they judgment and escape, um, through their activities of doing things and vanished and things of that nature. For quite some time, they've been doing what they've been doing, you know what I'm saying? But who's to say that at one period of time, everything they've been doing, you know, won't, go backwards on them, so to speak, like, since the system's been corrupted, to incorrupt, to incorrupt, to incorrupt the system, to fix it, everybody that's been corrupted, so to speak, end up losing, their livelihood, and others that, you know, fix the glitches and haven't been participating in that type of situation, um, and don't, going on from there. The thing about me is that, these people always force false judgment on me, and always wanted me to be judged and held accountable for their actions and go to hell and suffer for them. And it's like the people that hold the righteousness, I don't know what they doing or how they, feeling, or how they, deal with, the the poor decision making from others. Um, I just, I just seen a lot of this shit before, so I try to like I try to fight back, but it's a winning cause. I can't change nobody who's not willing to change. And then people do have, it is different people, on different sides of the equator, on different sides of the island. A lot of people are alienated. A lot of people are going through worse circumstances than I am. I could complain all day. I'd have been boxed in. I'd have been held back. I'd have been up underground. I'd have did so much time. They put the detonator in my hands. I'd have seen people come from the sky and, and take others with them and force me, to, go through hell. And and I don't feel it's right that I gotta die for humanity time after time, because humanity, is egotistic. And with these devices, being made and, confiscated from, people such as I, a lot of people got control over, who go where, and, and what's happening. I live my life in fear, you know, even though people have confessed to me of their wrongful deeds and their involvement of being involved in wrongful matters. It's not no walk in this park. It's not, I'm not in heaven. So if I'm not, in paradise, heaven, or somewhere where, everything's, good and fresh and promising, it's not, I'm not being privileged. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take it as a privilege being around amongst everybody, and with the people having, um, anger issues and aggressive nature of behavior and disrespect towards me. It shows that, what I'm stating about how I've been defrauded, how I've been abused multiple ways, etc. It shows that, their character and their stupidity, um, you know, and, everybody trying to fight, what I'm saying, to prove, they case, but a lot of people that's evil don't have a case. They case is that they do things because that's the way they are. They fucked up. They'll tell you to their face, like, I'm fucked up. When I say I'm fucked up, I'm telling you I'm fucked up because of what was done to me. I'm not telling you I'm fucked up because I'm evil. You know what I'm saying? What I do to punish people and to bring righteous to thyself and others that's on the righteous path, it's not considered evil. It's considered being holy. It's considered punishing the wrongful matters. It's considered doing my job and obligation. Um, it's called being a parent. Even as a kid, some kids have to raise adults. Some adults raise kids. You know, but I'm just being me, man. And after today, I really ain't got too much to say. I really don't want to deal with too many people. You know, it never ceased to amuse me. You know, people got people got an advantage, and it's a disadvantage towards me for people being able to, you know, no classified information. And I done traveled back in time so many times and tried to be diligent and have due diligence and be cautious. You know, it's not the same no more. I don't feel love. I see everybody else witnessing it and having it amongst each other, but I'm always thirsty for it. I think I've always been thirsty for love. About 30, 40 years, since the love spoon has been taken from me, since the love has been cutting, like they had cut my umbilical cord, they cut the love off. And for quite some time, every place I've been going, it's been pure hatred, you know. And I pick up on the energy every time I absorb it when I come in contact or coming in the area, around it. I absorb the energy. Um, but I'm just myself. I'm just thyself. And I mean, y'all know y'all wrong as hell for everything y'all doing, and y'all can run and you know, keep y'all keep y'all guard up and keep y'all lives going and keep all that deceitfulness, but you know, hopefully, promisingly, everything should be, I mean, y'all might not be able to witness this. Y'all might not be amongst the people that I'm talking about that's going to live through this promising times. I think the people that's been living deceitfulness and living with all the frustration and lust and greed and jealousy, I think that y'all probably be wiped out from humanity and, mankind and existence. And I think the love will once, be prominent and it won't be unprohibited. I think it would be something special. I think it's going to be something new. You know, it's going to be something new, promising, and something for the age. Something that hasn't been for quite some time. And I don't think the group of people that's around me now, or that's been around, for decades, centuries, I don't think they make the list.